welcome everyone to the War Thunder game. My name is RavenProDesign, and in today's video I will be comparing tier 4 aircrafts. Just as I did with the tier 2, there are 5 categories with one bonus category. The categories are burst mass, so DPS, turn time, ammunition per gun, repair cost, and the rate of climb, so the most important stats for all of you out there. The additional category is the additional armament present on the aircraft, which gives you some additional options in the game. But in today's review, only the P40 Kitty Hawk get the extra points for carrying the armaments, some bombs in this example. But let's go after our competitors for today. Well, starting off with the P40E1 Kitty Hawk, following by the KI61LB Hyein. From the German is the MC202 Fulgor, the Henkel 112B1, the Henkel 112B0. No planes from the Russian tree, and I will explain that in a second. From the British, we do have Spitfire Mark I, Boomerang Mark I, and Boomerang Mark II. And from Japanese Air Force, A6M2N. You might ask, well, why I didn't put the P40E1 Kitty Hawk, the premium aircraft for the Russian tech tree. Well, I didn't put it into the compare because of the fact that it is exactly the same aircraft with the small difference of the repair cost on the aircraft. The repair cost on the normal Kitty Hawk is 3,600 credits, while on the premium one is 2,736. So that's not that big of a difference, because comparing all other stats like turn time, rate of climb, the armaments present, and the burst mass, and every other stats, they are exactly the same thing in the terms of the gameplay. So reviewing the P40E Kitty Hawk, you will get the idea about the premium version of the Russian. So let's get started. Let's see our competitors. And here are the all aircrafts that I will be comparing today. And I must say there's 9 aircrafts, so the scale, the points they can get in each category are from 9 points being the highest score to 1 point being the lowest. And I will go after 3 categories in here. I won't be saying all categories and saying all the points, just because well, it will take a lot of time. But starting off with the burst mass, so your DPS, the clear winner in this category is the P40E Kitty Hawk, with the burst mass on the level of 3.64 kilograms per second. Let me put out those screenshots. First we get the P40 Kitty Hawk, then comes the British with the 2 boomerangs on the level of 3.23 kilograms per second. Then we do have our Germans with the Henkels, the B0 and B1 on the level of 2.99 kilograms per second. Then we go back to the American and to the Hyein of 2.69 kilograms per second. Then we might say we stay with the Japanese, because A6M2 is the next aircraft with the 2.45 kilograms per second. After that we do have British with the Spitfire again with the 1.29 kilograms per second. And we do finish up with the MC202 Folgore with only 1.12 kilograms per second of the burst mass. So before the Kitty Hawk being having the most DPS out there, with the MC202 having the least DPS. And this difference between the Kitty Hawk and the MC202 comes from those two 7.7mm machine guns. Because if they would mount the 12.7, he would be at the same level as the Hyene with the 2.69 kilograms per second. So those two machine guns lower the overall score of this machine in the burst mass category. Going by the repair cost, well, as the MC202 have the lowest DPS out there, is also the cheapest aircraft to repair, with average repair cost of 612 Lions. That's the cheapest aircraft to repair out there. But he is closely followed by the Henkel, oh sorry, that one, the premium Henkel 112B1 with repair cost on the 756 credits or Lions. Then we get another Henkel 112B0 this time, the non-premium one, with the repair cost of 1404 Lions. Then we move to the Spitfire on the level of 1656 repair. Then we're jumping back to the American Hyene with the 2160 Lions. And we're going back to the Boomerangs, well, at least one of them, the Boomerang Mark I with 2412 repair cost, then followed by his brother, the Boomerang Mark II with oh sorry, there will be one more in here, and this is the A6M2, the Japanese, with 2556 Lions average repair cost. And now we're going back to the Boomerang with 2916 average repair cost, finishing off with the B40 Kitty Hawk with the highest average repair cost on the tier 4 fighters with 3600 Lions. That being said, let's go about what those planes can shoot. So ammunition per gun, and here we do have a clear winners in the Boomerangs, because as you can see they can carry up to 1000 shots per one of their machine guns, with only 60 per their cannons, but they did place first, sharing the first place in this category. The second place goes to A6M2, being able to carry 500 ammunition for the machine gun and 100 ammunition for its cannons. That places him on the second place. Next we do get both of the Henkels, being able to carry 500 shells for the machine guns and 60 for their cannons. After that we just finish the cannons, cannon aircrafts, the aircrafts that can carry cannons. So the next aircraft is the Hyene with the 450 rounds per machine gun, so that's a pretty good score. Following by the Kitty Hawk, who do have 425 shots per one of his 6 machine guns. Then we go to the MC202 Folgore, which can carry 500 ammunition for his 7.7mm machine gun and only 400 for, well, only 400 for his 12.7 machine gun. And we sadly finish this category with the Spitfire Mark I with only 350 ammunition per one of his machine guns. So we do have a bit of the grasp on how the aircrafts, what's their DPS, how much we will pay for their repairs, and how many ammunition they are carrying. Well, in the case of the turn time and the rate of climb, well, I probably will go with all of those stats. Well, the clear winners in this category are both of the Henkels with the astonishing turn time of 15.5 seconds, both of them, following very closely by the Spitfire with 15.6 seconds, so pretty even here. But then we do get a big gap, and the rest of the aircrafts are very close to each other. We start off with the Premium High-In with the turn time of the 20.9 seconds, so almost 21 seconds. So that's almost 5 seconds in turn time more than the Spitfire and the Henkels. Then we do get back to the Germans with the MC202 with the turn time of 21.4 seconds. Then we get the British, the Boomerang Mark I with the 22.3 seconds. Then we get back to the Americans with the Kitty Hawk, who do have turn time of 22.9 seconds. Going to the Japanese A6M2 with the turn time of 23.7 seconds, and finishing off by the Premium Boomerang Mark II with the turn time of 23.8 seconds. So we do have a turn time. We do see the clear thing that the Henkels and the Spitfires are the best turn fighters, while the rest is, well, let's say a bit lacking in this matter, starting off with the High-In. But let's see with the rate of climb, because that's also an important factor whenever you are flying and you want to catch up with the high altitude bombers. Well, in this matter, the clear winner is the MC202 Folgore with 26 meters per second rate of climb. Second place, and it's a 6 meters per second difference between the first and the second place, goes to the Spitfire with the rate of climb on the 20 meters per second. Then both of the Henkels, again, they like to stick close to each other, with the rate of climb of 16 meters per second, following by the British Boomerangs with the 15 meters per second climb, and then we get the Japanese A6M2 with the rate of climb on 12 meters per second, and we sadly finishing off with the P4, the Kitty Hawk, and the High-In staying on the 11 meters per second of the rate of climb. Okay, so that would be all of the stats for those aircrafts. So let's see them again in the just the setup of the raw stats in here. We do see a small pattern emerging here, that the aircrafts with the most firepower, the most burst mass, are also the aircraft that are highest. They do have highest repair cost. We also see that the amount of the cannons present on the aircrafts on the tier 4 are steadily increasing. We do have 5 aircrafts with the cannons, 4 aircrafts without them, and yeah. But all of those raw stats, well, I did give them scores. So let's see who did win the category, who is the best aircraft in the game by just raw stats, which is the worst aircraft in the game by just only the worst stats. So let's see the winners. And as you can see here, the winners are, well, they did stick close to each other, the Henkels, the 112B1 and 112B0. They are very close to each other. Next followed by the Boomerang Mark 1 on the third place. Then the MC202 Folgore with 38 points in score. That allowed him to get to the fourth place. Well, it's a good change, judging by the last, the tier 2 compare, which the MC2, the MC series goes for the last places. So we do see an improvement here. Then on the fifth place, the Spitfire Mark 1. And then we do have a tie between the premium aircrafts, the Boomerang Mark 1 and the Hyaen. They both scored 35 points. They are both on the 6th place. Then we do have Kitty Hawk on the 7th, and on the 8th place the Japanese A6M2. Well, so let's see. I will now talk about a little bit about the use of the aircrafts, and well, maybe not the use, but how do I see playing them? Because as you can see, the A6M2, the Japanese aircraft, went on the 8th place, and well, should it be going there? Well, he do have a pretty decent burst mass, so a pretty decent DPS, with the 2 cannons, 2 machine guns. Well, you might say that okay, that's not all the things, but 23.7 seconds turn time, it did place him almost at the last place in the lineup. But the repair cost of it is also very high, and that is suggesting that this is a pretty durable aircraft. Well, it could be pretty maneuverable, and it is pretty maneuverable despite of this 23.7 seconds of turn time. So you might consider it a very, well, I am considering a very good aircraft. I have the opportunity to fly him on my friend's account, because whenever I bought the gift shop, the Pacific campaign, or no, sorry, the Ultra Starter Kit, I did get this reason, so I did bought myself the Focal of 190 just to accompany the Zero here, the reason. And I did skip most of those aircrafts, just playing some of the Hyaens and Risen. I just recently bought this Mod 22. So, well, I did have the opportunity to play it, and it's a very fine aircraft. So, placing it on the on the last place, on the 8th place, well, you may say, well, it's not entirely sure that it should be going there. Well, remember about one thing: this comparison, this setup, these categories that I line up are just the raw stats compared to each other. So, meaning that the Henkel 112B1 is winning the category doesn't mean that some of you will want to fly this aircraft. Well, first of all, because it is a premium, so you will need to spend the real money onto this aircraft. But yeah, it's a very good aircraft, very good turn time, very good. Well, I can only say that the machine guns could be a bit higher, but the overall burst mass of this aircraft isn't that low from the top of the Kitty Hawk, and isn't that bad either. So 2.99 kilograms, that's more than enough. Well, maybe a bit more ammunition to their cannons could be also a good thing. But remember, for this aircraft you need to spend your real money, and you do get his counterpart, the free version of it, from the tech tree, and they are, well, the points difference between them is only what, 3 points in the total score, so that's not that much. So if you do want to buy this aircraft, well, fly the Henkel 112B0 first, get a grasp of it, how it's turning, how you should fight with it, and if you are happy with this aircraft, go buy that one. The same thing goes for the Kitty Hawk from the Russian tech tree. But let's see about our winners once and last time. Well, Henkel's Boomerang, so we do have premium aircrafts staying quite high, but also in the, well, I would say in the lower part of the ladder, because we do have the Henkel, we do have the Boomerang Mark 1, and what I would suggest to you, if you do considering buying the Boomerangs, go with Mark 1, and the Mark 2 is a bit lower in the stats, and it do have higher repair cost, it do have slower turn time, so yeah, it is a bit, I would say, a lower version, not the upgraded version, as it should be suggesting from the position in the tech tree. The only thing is, you will get a load of credits with both of those aircrafts, with the Boomerang Mark 1 and the Boomerang Mark 2. So that's up to you. The Boomerang the Boomerang Mark II plays on the same level as the KI-61, the high-in, so you can also consider buying the high-in. Well, as you can see, I did flew quite a few missions in the high-in and the Kitty Hawk. But hey, I do like the American tech line, and I'm going for the Liberator, so every little helps. But that's it. And guys, please remember that this is only a raw stat review. I'm not saying that whenever you will be flying the P-40 Kitty Hawk, you will be a very successful pilot in it, or very unsuccessful, considering the winners, the position that the Kitty Hawk get in the overall stat scores, because it was a very fine aircraft for me to fly. And I will be doing in some time, I will be doing the detailed review on each aircraft, and I will be giving some tips how to fly them. I just want to finish up the next series, well, this series that I am comparing the different aircrafts for the next, well, for the Monday, I believe. I will be doing the bombers, and I am tempted to do the full review on the bombers. So considering all the anchors, all the Henkel bombers, all the year 2s, and TU series, with the Wellingtons and Lancasters. Well, that would be Monday. I do hope so. And after that, I will be giving the videos with some tips on how to fly a different aircraft. I will probably start with the reserve aircrafts, as they are most fun to fly, with the tier 0s and tier 1s. So you will get to know how to fly those aircrafts, how you can how you can get out from those tiers very fast. After that, I will be moving up the tree, and I will be focusing on each and every aircraft, like the P-40, the Air Cobras, the Thunderbolt. I will try to do this series, but for now, will be finishing the the comparison, the best aircraft in its tier category. I will be finishing that one, and after that I will be doing a detailed review on every aircraft. Why not now? Well, there are some, well, the engine have some issues regarding the flight model of each aircraft, so there might be a different changes. Some aircrafts might be flying with a different flight model, so I don't want to be giving a review, well, let's say on the P40 Kitty Hawk here, and getting to know that after well, 2 months or 1 month they did implemented the proper flight model for the P40 Kitty Hawk, and that will be changing everything to this aircraft. So guys, that would be it for today. I know I was talking a bit much, I was talking a bit of sense, I believe, at some point. But I do hope you enjoyed the video. I do hope you will get back to my channel. I do hope you will subscribe. Well, like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you do like me speaking and me talking about the planes and me flying some missions. And about the last mission, I am sorry about the quality of the video. I don't know if that's my PC that was doing something else instead of recording me playing, or it was something else that decreased the frame rate of on the actual replay. I don't know what's happened there, but I'm sorry about it. I will try to resolve this issue as soon as I can. Yeah, but that's it for today. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And Iron Rifle out.